Hi, I'm Kissiah. Thank you for joining me here on the mat where we carve out a little bit of time to pause and go inward to be with ourselves, to find the still, quiet voice, to reconnect with who we are. I invite us to be right here, right now, to drop in and to gather. May we mute the external distractions, the voices all around us, even the many voices within us. May we mute them that we might be present right now. I invite us to drop in to this moment, to be present for our bodies as we make this conscious decision to give ourselves to ourselves right now. So often we do all things for all people, leaving very little, if any at all, for ourselves. Somehow we choose that again and again. But in this moment, we're choosing to be. We're choosing to prioritize this moment. We're choosing to give ourselves to ourselves so that we can be okay. This is a pause, a quieting of the mind in order to arrive at some place within that gives us more freedom and more spaciousness to be in the world. So before we go out into the world and be, let's come here and be present. I invite you to feel the fullness of your body as you take up space in your life. Feel yourself falling into your position. Any angst, any pains, any disruption within, we pause to feel it. We pause to love it, to love ourselves well. That is why we sit. To grow in connection and communing with that still place within. The place that needs our time and attention. The place that needs the quiet, because there's so much noise all around us. We sit to take a moment and we breathe in and out. We breathe in and out. What does it feel like to just drop the shoulders, to quiet the noise, and to say today, in this moment, in this now time, because there's no other time, I'm going to turn the lens within and just feel myself. Release the holdings. Experience my own energy, my own attention, my own time. What is it like to breathe a conscious breath? What is it like to let go? To empty our pockets and fill ourselves with our own energy, our own presence. We sit in order to make contact with the quiet. We sit in order to understand ourselves, our needs, our desires, our intentions. We sit for presence and we breathe. And every time we exhale, we drop more deeply into ourselves. We release more. We breathe in the fullness and we exhale all of the holdings. We lay it all down. It's okay to lay it all down. So we lay it down. We say, we've been carrying so much. The roles and responsibilities, the expectations, the gravity of it all, the pains, the heartbreak, all of the troubles, the grief. What do we do with it? We take a moment and we lay it down. We unpack it, take it off for a spell. We give ourselves permission to just be in the empty space of our own being. There's nothing to do. No one is more important in this moment than you. There are no demands tugging on you, not right now. This is your time. What do you do with this time now? We breathe. We grow in awareness of how we're moving through time and space, and we shift. We become clearer in these moments where we pause. Because that's where clarity is. It's in the pause. It's not in the doing. It's in the being. That's when we hear without confusion. We see more clearly. We understand because we've paused and we've said, not right now. This time is mine. This is for me. I invite us to hold that. Hold the fullness of being with ourselves and for ourselves. Hold the fullness of turning our attention toward ourselves in the moment. holding the pause and the stillness so that we can be loosed, sort of set free from the weight and gravity of it all. That's why we sit, to pause, because we can't just keep going forever. We have to refuel, arrive at abundance until that becomes our overflow. And then from that can we give. But first we have to pause. It's a check-in. It's a check-in. Where am I? How am I feeling? Where am I? How am I feeling? Where am I? How am I feeling? Because if we do not know, then it all just sort of goes everywhere and we lose. But when we take a moment, a conscious moment to pause and drop in, then we create enough room and space to hear and to see clearly, to be and to understand, to know. And so on the mat is where we come to just pause and breathe and be. Everything that we carried here to this moment of sitting, we get to lay it down, take it off, lay it down. Feels so much lighter, doesn't it? To just be. To just be. And I thank you for your willingness to pause and to turn toward yourself, to investigate who you are, where you are, how you're feeling, what's happening in your world, what you need. In the pause is where we arrive at that. And so thank you for pausing with me, for giving yourself to yourself in this moment. The only moment that is now. And look at you taking a moment. May you take many more. And may the same be true for me. I invite us to join energetically in this pause, to rejoin the breath and breathe in and breathe out. And just deepen in the quiet stillness of this pause that you've taken here with me on the mat. Thank you.